Okay, class. Good afternoon. Today we have, we're going to cover your homework assignment. And so it's going to be for day 3, and it's page 219. And so if you all want to open your books to 219, and you're going to write the briefs 5 times perfect at the bottom. So you have legal, illegal, so IL, so that tells you legal is leal, L long EL. Okay, illegal. And then you have require is RIRE, R long IR. And so you're going to write those 5 times perfect. And then 32-2, you're going to write the sentences. So do your briefs first because those briefs might be in the sentences. And then you're going to write those twice perfect each sentence. So make sure that you look at your steno. The left side is the English portion, and then the right side is what your notes should look like. Make sure you include the numbers, okay? The numbers are in there, so make sure you include your numbers. And so let me see if I see any briefs that I can give you all real quickly from those sentences. You have, of course, children, K-H-I-R-N, churn, K-H-I-R-N. You have current, K-U-R-N-T, one stroke, current, K-U-R-N-T. And then you have, so robbery is just robbery. 2 strokes, robbery. And then you have women, of course, W-E-M. And then you have, no, let me see you all, sorry. W-I-M for women. And then you have conditions. You can write K-N-S. Conditions, K, final N-S. There's no vowel, so you can include the final ending on that. And then you have company, number 12, K-P-A-E-N, company. You want to know that. Danger is dage, D-long A-J. Okay? So make sure that you know those. Take your time. And so you're going to complete them twice perfect. And then, okay, twice perfect. And then the briefs on 220, you also, if you go to 220, briefs 5 times perfect. And so you have nothing is N-O-G. 5 times perfect. I like that brief. You have permit, P-E-R-M-T. And then under finance, remember all under words, one word is U-N-D-Z. Finance is F-N-S, come back D. Okay, under finance. So write those 5 times perfect. And then you've got 220, 32-3. So you're going to write that paragraph 1 time perfect. And then you have the notes over on page 221 for the paragraph. Let me see if I see any briefs there, you all. And that way you can have some briefs. So university is Y long U-F-R-T. Okay, I like that brief, so pick it up. You have control, K-R-O-L, control. You have system, S-M, S final M is system. You have problems. Okay, problems. And then you have more than. I really like more than. It's a brief. It's M-R-N. Think of the M-R for more, put the N, and it's the ending of than, more than. You hear that a lot. And then you have, what else? Permit, P-E-R-M-T, permit. You have, that's it. Expected is K-P-P-T, come back D. Okay, expected. And so any questions, Jen, on anything thus far? No. No? Okay, and so you all take your time, make sure you do your homework correctly, and I'll continue then with where we left off yesterday. And so yesterday we finished off with lesson 31, 31-5, okay? And so today we'll start with 31-6, okay? 31-6. And so let me just start with a little warm up from the words from 31, and then just word exercise. Just write them with commas and just as a little warm up, and then we'll do that paragraph exercise, okay? Here we go, you all. Nobly, chronically, frantically, magically, stylishly, loyalty, proudly, bounty, captivity, markedly, daily, agony, courageously, custody, mystify, bounty, federally, actively, bitterly, thirsty, privacy, company, psychiatry, tricky, elderly, statistically, potentially, artificially, constantly. You have formerly, commodity, famously, chilly, as in cold, statistically, verbally, utterly, obviously. I don't know if I've written it for you all before, but obviously is OFBL, and you want to pick that up. Think of the O for the obvious, the V is the F, Lee, obvious, or OFB for obvious. I think obvious is, let me see, OFB? Yes, obvious is OFB, so when it's obviously, OFBL, just add the L for that ending, okay? Zealously, hysterically, tasty, regretfully, literacy, yearly, perjury, privacy, intentionally, vertically, miserably, wrongfully, duty, angry, bloody, enviously, zealously, pompously, repetitiously, actively, stylishly, freely, highly, conspiracy. Do you know the brief for conspiracy, Jen?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. Just think Spears. SP long ERS. I remember it because Britney Spears was maybe thinking that there was a conspiracy out to get her, so I think conspiracy is Spears. All in one stroke. It's a good stroke to know too. Okay? Any questions, Jen, on anything?
Stylishly.
Okay, stylishly. So you're going to write stylishly. No?
Oh, yeah, it came out
Okay.
that time.
Stylishly. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. And this is continuing with the words, you all. Make sure you can write these. Proudly. Mystify. Stylishly. Simplicity. Obviously. Facetiously. Bitterly. Ready. Rivalry. Insanity. Monthly. literally, wholeheartedly, convincingly, seemingly, entirely, unceasingly, artificially, marvelously, expeditiously, literacy, suddenly, constantly, bulky, helpfully, reportedly. And let me just ask you, Jen, how do you write reportedly?
I wrote it in 3 strokes. So
Okay, so y'all, let me give you the brief for report. Very good brief. I love it because you're going to hear police reports, lots of reports. So report is rort. So let's say it's police report, it's plort. Think of the PL for the police, and then ort is the report. Medical report is mort. There's just a group of them that I like. Okay, so report is rort, police report plort, medical report mort. Okay, and here we go. Here's going to be some words for your paragraph exercise. And so, like I said, this is going to be 31-6. Okay, so let me give you some words that are in that paragraph, 31-6. You have, it's a long paragraph, so you're going to be writing a lot. Middle ages, insanely, dusty, dingy, brother-in-law, revenge, credibility, believability, sister, preferred, family, daddy, similar, have happened. Let me see if you can write have happened. No. You have, similar is slar. Sister is ST final R. Ghost. Okay. And Italy. Italy. Okay.
how do you write curiously?
Which one?
Curiously?
Okay, curious is curious and then LI. K long URS. Is that the one, Jen?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, yes, like that, okay. Curious, so curious, you all, is cures. No, it's not. I don't know, it came out though.
I have K long URS come back LI.
But I'm wondering why curious isn't coming out. Let me make sure. Okay, for curious, I thought it was. Anything else, Jen, that came out?
Nope.
Okay, and so we'll start off at 70 words a minute. Let me just check, curiously. Unless if I made that up. Let me see. Yeah, because it shows it as cure and then slee. I must have entered it or somebody entered it. So it's cure and then SLI. Okay? So curious would be curious. Okay? And this is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Jen. This is going to be at 70 words a minute, okay? Try and write as perfectly as you can. 70 words a minute. The play started promptly at 9 o'clock. The cast was curiously clothed in costumes from the Middle Ages. The plot of the play dealt with an insanely jealous man who killed his wife in a fit of rage. Her brother was mistakenly found guilty and hanged. His ghost came back to haunt the dusty, dingy castle and to seek revenge. The jealous brother-in-law is finally killed by the ghost. While the play may have lacked credibility, it was still fun. After all, believability is not necessary. I especially liked the part where the ghost ran frantically through the castle. My sister preferred the part where the jealous man was leaping madly about trying to escape the ghost. While driving home, Daddy told the family that the play is based on history. It seems that a similar incident is said to have happened in Italy in 1500. We were not convinced it was historically accurate, but dramatically the play was fun. We were especially happy when Daddy told us that we could probably go to the next play. That one would be a mystery story set in an old factory. And then any questions, Jen, on anything there? No? Okay. And so real quickly, you all, next is any X asterisk. Any X asterisk, make sure you put in the asterisk. Probably, PR long OBL. Probably. Brother by itself is BR longo R, brother. BR longo R. Convinced is stroked out. Convinced, come back D. And then you have happen is HAP, come back D. Happen is HAP. Remember to phrase all your little phrases. So you've got where the, you have from the, you have, there was another one I wanted to tell you. Let me see, through the. Make sure you're using those, okay? Anything there, Jen?
No.
No? Okay. And this is going to be at 80 words a minute. Was that tough, Jen?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. This will be at 80. The play started promptly at 9 o'clock. The cast was curiously clothed in costumes from the Middle Ages. The plot of the play dealt with an insanely jealous man who killed his wife in a fit of rage. Her brother was mistakenly found guilty and hanged. His ghost came back to haunt the dusty, dingy castle and to seek revenge. The jealous brother-in-law is finally killed by the ghost. While the play may have lacked credibility, it was still fun. After all, believability is not necessary. I especially liked the part where the ghost ran frantically through the castle. My sister preferred the part where the jealous man was leaping madly about trying to escape the ghost. While driving home, Daddy told the family that the play is based on history. It seems that a similar incident is said to have happened in Italy in 1500. We were not convinced it was historically accurate, but dramatically The play was fun. We were especially happy when Daddy told us that we could probably go to the next play. That one would be a mystery story set in an old factory. And so real quickly, y'all, so there's lots and lots of phrases, okay? So you have, like I say, when I'm reading you those little phrases, it's so, so important because you're gonna hear them all the time. So you have we were, W-E-R-P. You have we could, would be. You have, that's why they're so important to know. You have believability is one stroke. Did it come out? Yes, you can write it. It might be a little tough. You have dingy is din and then G. Okay. You have especially. Especially is especially. No, yeah, it came out. Especially. And then you have revenge is just re and then V-E-N-G for revenge. You have just all those little phrases. Middle ages is mage, come back S. You have castle, cast, come back L. Okay. Any words, Jen?
Nope.
Okay. And this is going to be at 90 words a minute, you all. The play started promptly at 9 o'clock. The cast was curiously clothed in costumes from the Middle Ages. The plot of the play dealt with an insanely jealous man who killed his wife in a fit of rage. Her brother was mistakenly found guilty and hanged. His ghost came back to haunt the dusty, dingy castle and to seek revenge. The jealous brother-in-law is finally killed by the ghost. While the play may have lacked credibility, it was still fun. After all, believability is not necessary. I especially liked the part where the ghost ran frantically through the castle. My sister preferred the part where the jealous man was leaping madly about trying to escape the ghost. While driving home, Daddy told the family that the play is based on history. It seems that a similar incident is said to have happened in Italy in 1500. We were not convinced it was historically accurate, but dramatically the play was fun. We were especially happy when Daddy told us that we could probably go to the next play. That one would be a mystery story set in an old factory. And so real quickly, you have words that come out. Prefer, you can write P-R-E-F-R. P-F-R. Okay, prefer. So come back D. And then brother-in-law is written like that. Okay, brother-in-law. What else? Anything, Jen?
I don't think so.
Okay, let me see. There was, oh, escape is E-S cape. Escape. Okay, and then there was one more I wanted to give you all. This next one's going to be guilty. Don't forget guilty, G-L-T. For read back. And it'll be at story. Don't forget story, S-T-O-I-R. It'll be at 70 and 80. Okay, Jen?
Okay.
Here we go. The play started promptly at 9 o'clock. The cast was curiously clothed in costumes from the Middle Ages. The plot of the play dealt with an insanely jealous man who killed his wife in a fit of rage. Her brother was mistakenly found guilty and hanged. His ghost came back to haunt the dusty, dingy castle and to seek revenge. The jealous brother-in-law is finally killed by the ghost. While the play may have lacked credibility, it was still fun. After all, believability is not necessary. I especially liked the part where the ghost ran frantically through the castle. My sister preferred the part where the jealous man was leaping madly about trying to escape the ghost. And I thought of the word I wanted to give you all. I wanted to give you may have. That comes out so much, may, M long A F. Okay, and whenever you're ready, Jen, I'm ready. I started at 70, and I'll tell you when I switch to 80, Jen.
Okay. The play started promptly at 9 o'clock. The cast was curiously clothed in costumes from the Middle Ages.
Mm-hmm.
The plot of the play dealt with an insanely jealous man who killed his wife in a fit of rage. Her brother was mistakenly found guilty and hanged.
Hanged.
His ghost came back to haunt the dusty, dingy castle and to seek revenge. The jealous brother-in-law is finally killed by the ghost.
Good.
This is while
80, okay? This is 80 now.
Okay. While the play may have lacked credibility, it was still fun. After all, believability is not necessary. I especially liked the part where the ghost ran frantically through the castle. My sister preferred the part where the jealous man was leaping.
Was what?
Leaping.
Perfect.
Madly about. Trying to escape the ghost.
Very good, Jen. Excellent. Very good. Okay, so we'll go on. Any questions on anything there, Jen?
Nope.
Okay, and so you all, I cannot stress enough how important it is to make sure that you're reading back, okay? Just you've got to read back, and it's so, so important. So please, when Jen's reading back, you all read out loud and compare it to what Jen has, okay? So that should really help you all a lot. Okay, and so now I'm going to go to 32 dash, I'm going to read some words from 32. Okay, so remember, words that have the short U is just the U with the consonant. So like ugly is ugly, update is update, urban is urban. So these are the short U, urban. Utmost is utmost, okay? Utterly, utterly. And so words ending in that have the beginning, the long U sound. So like the word unique is Y long U. So for the word unique, Y long U and then neek. Okay? You have unite, Y long U, and then I think you can do, no, it's unit. Unite, U, and then night. Okay? And then you have utensil, utensil. And then you have utility, utility. Okay? And so the long U, if the long U is followed by a consonant sound in the same syllable, include that consonant in the first stroke. So urethane is your thing. Okay? You've got urine, one stroke. Usable, use, come back BL. And then you have usury, use, re. You have un for the long U plus N, uni. So unicorn is unicorn. Unify, unify. You have unity, unity. And then universe, universe. Okay? And then un for words beginning with UN. So unable, all these words are stroked out. Unable. You have unjust. You have unlucky. You have unfriendly. Okay? So all un words are stroked out. And then all under words where you want it as one word, UNDZ. So underdog, UNDZ, dog. It'll attach it. The word under by itself, URND. Okay? Undertook is one word, so you're going to write UNDZ, took. Okay? And so I'm going to just dictate some of these for practice, okay, you all? Upstairs, urine, utility, update, unique, unicorn, upmost, upstairs, utensil, urgent, upkeep, unified, unable, unfaithful, ultimate, urinary, usage, unlucky, untrue, unfit, upkeep, uniform, remember that's one stroke, unclear, unpack, upset, unify, unarmed, utensil, unitization, usury, usurp, unlucky, unnoticed. All of these are one word. Underage, underpaid, underhand, underfoot, undermine, undercover, understaffed, undertaker, underrate, underline, underage, underrate. The word under is URND, under, okay? And so some of these words I'm going to dictate and they'll be for readback. Jen, let me ask you if you have any questions on anything there, Jen.
Okay.
No questions, Jen?
Oh, no questions.
Okay, this is for readback then, okay? Ulcer, urbanization, urology, urinalysis, usual, unification, uniformity, unilateral, universal, university, un-American, uncouth, undecided, undisciplined, unemployed, unexplained, unhurt, unjustly, unnatural, unreal, unruly, unsettled, untrained, untreated, unwind, undercurrent, underestimate, undergraduate, underground, underscore, undersized, understood. And when you're ready, I'm ready, Jen.
Okay.
Starts with ulcer, okay?
Okay. Ulcer, urbanization, urology, your analysis, usual, unify or unification,
Unification,
uniformity, unit, lateral,
okay, it's unilateral,
university.
unilateral,
Okay.
universal,
Okay, and then I have university, un-American, uncouth, undecided, undisciplined.
Good. Let me just tell you on undecided, just hold it right there, Jen. Decide is DDZ. So just to give you that brief, D, final, DZ is decide. There's a lot of words that have the side in them, like homicide is HDZ, suicide SDZ. So just wanted to give you that, okay? Because you hear decide a lot. Sorry, Jen. And so you went to undecided, undisciplined.
I was at unemployed.
Unemployed,
Okay, unexplained, unhurt, unjustly, unnatural, unreal, unruly, unsettled, untrained, untreated, unwind, undercurrent, underestimated, undergraduate.
It's underestimate,
Underground, under year,
underscore,
score, undersized, and I think I started to write something else, but I'm not sure.
Tell me what you wrote.
Oh, understood.
Yeah, the brief UND.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's what I wrote.
Understood is UND. So that's why it helps to read it back, because that way you recognize it too. Good, very good, Jen. So you all make sure that you go through like Jen's reading and that you read yourselves, and that if you're hesitating or you're not getting a word, circle the words in your book that that Jen is reading. And if you drop them, and that just means you have to practice them, okay? I know I'm probably going a little fast, but that's how you handle that, okay? You just write them down and practice it over and over and over. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to different assignments, okay? So this is going to be words that are not, it's unfamiliar, just preparing you all, okay? So find a focal point. And let me give you some words. Any questions on anything, Jen?
No.
Okay, just a minute, you all. Sorry, I cannot find my notebook. Just a minute. Okay. so let me go to something else. I did have my notebook, but I don't have it with me. So let me just go to something else. It's called a secret vacation. And so it's 70, 80, 90. This doesn't sound familiar, does it, Jen? A secret vacation?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, this one's not. And so we have words that come out. I know I've given you, I think I gave you baseball is Babel. So football, what do you think football would be?
It's F-A-O-B-L.
Perfect, Football is football. F-A-O, because it has an O-O in it. And then you have shuddered, shuddered. You can do that in 2 strokes. You have morning, M-O-R-N-G, 1 stroke. You have gloomy. So remember, glue, me. You have to add the I asterisk, okay? You have nothing. How do you write nothing?
N-O-G.
Perfect, N-O-G. You have friends, 1 stroke. Buddy, bud, D, come back S for buddies, plural. Oops. Sorry, bud, D, come back S, okay? And then you have cousin, cousin. Let me see, cousin. Is it coming out for you, Jen?
K-U-Z, come back in.
Oh, K-U-Z, come back, final opening in the cousin. Thank you, Jen. And then you have, of course, duck, just D-U-K. Okay. And so this is going to be you all's secret vacation, and it's going to be at 70 words a minute. Just write what I'm writing, what I'm saying, and try to figure it out. If you don't know how to stroke it, just try and with the principles you've learned thus far. But I think I've given you most of the words, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Here we go, 70 words a minute. As I started up the stairs, I took note of the dozens of jobs that had to be finished either that day or early the next morning. As I drew near the study hall, I shuddered because I was at the foot of my class in my studies. Who would not feel gloomy and jealous when his friends played football and he did nothing but study? A group of my buddies were almost through with the work for the semester. But even though I did my utmost, I could keep up with none of them. I did want so much to shut my dull books and play with my buddies. If I would only shut my books in the closet, I would be happy. But I could not do this. So what was the good of thinking about it? My thoughts were on food, and I did want to catch a duck that my cousin could cook. As I would shoot the duck, I would chuckle. With these thoughts, I sat on the bench and did not want any more work. And so let me know, Jen, if you have any questions on anything there. There's probably some words that were just a little different. Anything, Jen?
Semester?
You can just write semester or semster. No, semster. No, sorry, No? Semester. Okay, 3 strokes. I'm trying to shorten it up.
Okay.
Anything else?
So, I don't think so.
Okay. And so you all so much, remember SOFP, so much, SOFP. You have, let me just see, finish, fin-ish, come back D, bless you. Fin-ish, come back D. You have a jealous, I think you can stroke, no. Jealous is jealous, yeah, okay. This is at 80, you all. As I started up the stairs, I took note of the dozens of jobs that had to be finished either that day or early the next morning. As I drew near the study hall, I shuddered because I was at the foot of my class in my studies. Who would not feel gloomy and jealous when his pals or friends played football and he did nothing but study? A group of my buddies were almost through with the work for the semester. But even though I did my utmost, I could keep up with none of them. I did want so much to shut my dull books and play with my buddies. If I would only shut my books in the closet, I would be happy, but I could not do this. So what was the good of thinking about it? My thoughts were on food, and I did want to catch a duck that my cousin could cook. As I would shoot the duck, I would chuckle. With these thoughts, I sat on the bench and did not want any more work. Anything there, Jen?
Is there a word for any more? Or
Any more is N-I-M, I think. Think of any as N-I, so put the M for more. Anything else?
nope.
Nope. Okay, and this is at 90. As I started up the stairs, I took note of the dozens of jobs that had to be finished either that day or early the next morning. As I drew near the study hall, I shuddered because I was at the foot of my class in my studies. Who would not feel gloomy and jealous when his friends played football and he did nothing but study? A group of my buddies were almost through with the work for the semester. But even though I did my utmost, I could keep up with none of them. I did want so much to shut my dull books and play with my buddies. If I would only shut my books in the closet, I would be happy. But I could not do this, so what was the good of thinking about it? My thoughts were on food, and I did want to catch a duck that my cousin could cook. As I would shoot the duck, I would chuckle. With these thoughts, I sat on the bench and did not want any more work. The urge to get... Jen, anything there?
Nope.
Okay, and this will be for read back at 80. Okay. As I started up the stairs, I took note of the dozens of jobs that had to be finished either that day or early the next morning. As I drew near the study hall, I shuddered because I was at the front of my class in my studies. Who would not feel gloomy and jealous when his friends played football and he did nothing but study? A group of my buddies were almost through with the work for the semester. And that was just a little faster than 80, just a little faster, okay?
Yeah, I kind of missed a lot of it. I'm not sure how
Okay.
I'll do. Sorry.
That's okay. It starts with as I.
Okay. As I started up the stairs, I took note of the dozens of jobs that had to be finished, either that day or earlier the
Just
next
early?
morning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning.
Yes.
As I drew near this, I'm not sure, the study hall,
Uh-huh.
I shuddered because I was at the front of my
At
class.
the
Foot of my class in my studies. Who would not feel gloomy and jealous when his friends played football and he did nothing but study? A group of my buddies
Mm-hmm.
were, I have LM,
Perfect. Almost.
almost through with the work. F, FRT.
Perfect. For the?
Oh, sorry, for the
Okay.
semester.
Perfect. See, you did great, Jen. Very good, because that was a little faster than 80. So very, very good. And you all just listen to this as many times as you need to, and just make sure that you read back your notes, okay? That concludes today's lecture. Great job, Jennifer. You keep it up, and we will convene tomorrow, okay? Have a great day, you all.
Thank you.